With introverted intuition as their main drive, the INFJ personality type is known for their challenge of staying in the present moment. Between endless mental chatter and vivid imaginative thought processes, the real world can seem obsolete and uninteresting. Yet, of course, it's not possible to shut it out completely. Welcome, or welcome back, psychos! Before we get into it, we'd love it if you liked and subscribed to our channel, as well as to click the post notification bell so you never miss a video. Also, make sure to stick around until the end of the video where we share some tried and true tips on how INFJs can consciously stay in the moment. Alright, let's get right into it, starting with number 1. Not being naturally attuned to the physical world. Known for their intuitive and philosophical nature, the INFJ personality type usually prefers to play within the facets of their own mind rather than those of physical reality. Because of this, and due to the fact that they navigate through life mainly using their introverted intuition and extroverted feeling functions, the INFJ just isn't as internally in tune with the physical world around them as other people are. Sure, they can easily absorb outer feelings and moods while observing with the precision of a fine-tooth comb, but usually it's all for the entertainment of their inner thoughts. It's less of a connection to the outer world, as it is using their outer resources to fulfill their inner desires and curiosities. In fact, in order for them to truly connect their minds to reality, the INFJ requires hands-on, mind-to-muscle movements. This means, in normal everyday scenarios, INFJs may find themselves tripping over their own feet, forgetting to eat a meal, placing things in the wrong places, or zoning out mid-conversation, and that's on a good day. This is because when nothing is directly demanding of the INFJ within the real world, the busyness of their inner minds will naturally take over and often distract them. In fact, if this disconnect between reality and mental or emotional status isn't recognized in more stressful situations, it can result in things like mindless overindulging in food and entertainment, or the opposite, such as things like obsessively cleaning or listening to loud music. It's as if they subconsciously use these tactics in an attempt to ground themselves and escape their ruminating thoughts. Number 2. Mental distractions. Rumination is the INFJ type's middle name. From overthinking future decisions to reanalyzing past scenarios, it seems that whatever the INFJ is focused upon is never what's happening in the now. And while this isn't a trait that's unique to the INFJ per se, mental distraction is the biggest culprit when it comes to their personal challenge of staying present. Introverted intuition is no joke. As much as there is a positive stigma around having incredible intuitive skills, this dominant function also comes with its downsides. One being that they can't turn them on and off when they do. A great example of this would be driving. Have you ever arrived at a destination after driving for some time and realized that you were actually in your head the entire time? You arrive wondering, who the heck just drove here? Because it certainly wasn't me. This happens to the best of us, but for the INFJ type, these types of phenomena are second nature. When INFJs are tuning out, it is nothing more than their introverted intuition at play, and, ironically, they aren't usually as distracted by the mental thoughts that others can relate to, such as wondering what they're making for dinner that night. It's much deeper than that, which makes it all the more distracting. They can be in the middle of a work meeting and begin mentally questioning how they got to this point in life in the first place and whether or not this is what they're meant to be doing. When boredom strikes, the INFJ can dive real deep within their psyche while they pass the time. Number 3. Constant analyzation. Aside from the distractions that go on in their own minds, INFJs are known for their deep analytical abilities. Never taking things at face value, this observant type requires deeper knowledge and understanding of most concepts in life. And while this definitely gives them the advantage of seeing things from a very unique perspective, this constant analysis can definitely suck the beauty out of the things that should just be accepted for what they are. Using socializing as an example, instead of enjoying themselves at a gathering or entertainment event, This intuitive type can sometimes be distracted observing people's body language, analyzing the food and drink choices, questioning the use of lighting and music, wondering if anyone is looking at them, and so on. In the end, this is one of the main reasons socializing can seem like such a daunting task for this personable introvert. Now, of course, analyzing and observing is part of being in the present moment, but overuse of this gift can surely have its negative notion. Number 4. Too focused on the future. Like we said, if an INFJ isn't ruminating about the past, then they're probably busy forecasting the future. Ironically, most INFJs believe the notion that the past and future are only illusions, and that the present moment is all we ever really have. Yet, unfortunately, on the other side of their minds, the fixation on future outcomes and possible scenarios make it difficult for them to practice life in such a way. Although most people with this personality type can understand and appreciate the concept of staying in the now, it's a little different when they're challenged to put that concept to use every day. An example of this would be in relationships. While everything may seem just fine within a connection, this idealist type may find themselves sidetracked by the possible future what-ifs and what-nots of the partnership, ultimately distracting them from the positives they're experiencing in the present moment in time. Since what-ifs and less-than-ideal scenarios are inevitable in every connection, this negative focus only makes it more difficult for the INFJ to truly know what they want. On the flip side, INFJs have a tendency to over-glorify their future expectations, making it so that the future never really lives up to their high-strung imaginative projections. So, what can they do to actively stay more present in their day-to-day lives? Tip number 1, practice presence daily. Luckily, practice makes perfect, even when it comes to shifting a mindset. To practice staying in the present moment, this introverted type can begin willingly taking in the details of things around them without allowing their analytical selves to pick them apart. For example, if an INFJ were to go for a forest stroll, they will definitely be able to naturally analyze the trees, sounds, and animals around them. But they may find themselves slipping into deep questioning like, I wonder when these trees were planted, or I wonder if squirrels have families. Instead, they can tune into the sounds the trees make when the wind blows or the crunch of the leaves beneath their feet. No judging or questioning, just being. Tip number 2, practice gratitude. Just as presence can be improved, gratitude is another important factor in staying grounded in the present moment. Gratitude is all about appreciating the things we have in life, something most of us fail to do as much as we should. Since INFJs are idealists, it can be a natural tendency to focus on and find the things their lives are lacking. For this reason, gratitude can act as a serious life-changing tool for this personality type. Luckily, anyone can practice gratitude by doing simple things like naming one thing they're grateful for every day or making weekly gratitude lists. By doing this, it also acts to take the INFJ out of their heads to experience a newfound appreciation for the world around them. Ironically, the cool thing about gratitude is that the more you focus on the things you're grateful for, the more the enjoyable things in life stand out. Tip number 3, get a pet. There's nothing that quite says leave your worries at the door like the welcoming wags of a loving pet greeting you when you come home from a stressful day. Caring for a pet provides endless mental health benefits, including keeping you distracted from your thoughts. While that's not exactly the goal when practicing to stay present, sensory activities like grooming, petting, walking, and cuddling your furry friend act as powerful go-to grounding tools when feeling lost in the clouds. So, in other words, if you feel lost in your thoughts, try playing fetch with your pup, grooming your tabby, or even clean your beloved goldfish's tank for a rewarding and focus-oriented task. Tip number 4, find a grounding hobby. Yoga, meditation, exercise, dancing, writing, instrument playing, and the list goes on. Grounding hobbies are all around us. Yet setting the time and effort aside to complete them is where most of us go wrong. For INFJ personality type in particular, these sorts of activities work by actively pulling their introverted intuitive heads out of the clouds, allowing them to feel grounded and stable in the here and now. When finding a grounding hobby of your own, it's best to consider something that is mentally and even physically consuming in order to leave little room for it becoming a mindless task. Well, that's it for today, Psychos. So, are you an INFJ that struggles to stay present? Let us know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more Psycho videos.